Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
Bree and Jace, that's right. Ex-corrections officer and Army National Guard member Benjamin Urquizo says it was just him and another junior officer. He says he's not normally assigned to the special housing unit, but he was working post 6 that day. It's been 2 months since the attack on detainee Justin Meno, and he admits the gruesome discovery still gives him nightmares.
Horrific. Oh, terrible. There's no word, there's no one single word to describe what happened. All I know is I did what I could.
Former corrections officer Benjamin Urquizo says he was wrongfully fired. He's the officer who found detainee Justin Meno in the Post 6 East Wing yard area. As we reported, the Internal Affairs report states the inmates apparently clogged the sewer lines, flooding the cells. The inmates and detainees were all let out to clean it up. Urquizo says he had to head into the range to bring Meno out to go to court.
I was terrified, but I went down. As I was making my way down, I finally reached his cell. You can see there was no sign of him. I already know there's 7 individuals, some in front of me, some behind me.
But you could only see 7 of the 8 people being held in that wing. Missing was Meno. He had a feeling something wasn't right.
I look at his cell and I can see blood droplets. Right before I'm about to check the yard, I can hear what sounds like hard breathing, gurgling. I open that, maybe about arm's length, and I'm holding that door and I'm shaking because I can see an individual who was unidentifiable, held tight, and I can't do nothing. So now I'm scared, I'm worried. I got inmates behind me. I'm by myself, I'm down there. I take the range keys and I tuck them in my pants. And I take my cell phone and I put it and I say, Lord, in my head, if it's my time, then so be it. Let it be so. And I love my family.
In fear, Urquizo slowly made his way to safety.
I let them know, lockdown, get help. Officer needs assistance. There's an individual down. I don't know if I can see him hogtied. I can see blood around him.
Once backup arrived and the inmates were secured, he walked back to the yard area with the nurse to check on Meno.
I remember when I untied him and he opened his eyes and he looked at me. I said, just hanging there. And he closed his eyes. Started up, resuscitate or turn him to his side, turn him to his back. And that's when we were able to get him out.
Urquizo is also clearing the record that he has no idea who was involved in the attack.
I didn't see anybody down there with him. I didn't see anyone come out. I just don't know. And that's what hurts me the most, is not being able to help.
During the investigation, Urquizo was placed on admin leave without pay, then on admin leave with pay. He says it was during his youngest daughter's promotion ceremony that he was served his termination notice.
It's like you take someone who put their life on the line from hero to a 0. And because I have the least amount of years,
the entire situation is tough for him and his family.
I put my heart and my soul into that job, and I'm proud of that uniform.
Urquizo even walking out at one point during the interview, his wife comforting him the entire time. When he came back, he shared his sympathy for the Meno family and hopes that justice will be served to whoever is responsible. He is also seeking justice, fighting to get his job back.
I did the right thing. I did what I could.
Meno remains in stable condition at GMH. 3 other officers also disciplined include Lieutenant Mary Helen Lazama, who, as we reported, filed a grievance against her letter of reprimand. She is accused of failing to secure the crime scene. 2 other officers have yet to file their appeal. Meantime, Urquizo, who is appealing his dismissal, is set to go before the Civil Service Commission this week on June 1st. Dep Court terminated him, citing refusal or failure to perform his duties and responsibilities, insubordination, and other misconduct. Bree and Jace.
Brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.